Can you explain why you're on the line today?
Same reason I've been on the line every day since 1st of May. Nothing's really changed. We're, I think, seeing a slow degradation, a little bit of the resolve, and I think there's increased pressure to try and get to an end point. I'm seeing these waivers really have a big effect on everybody's morale. Yesterday's decision for Drew Barrymore to keep her show going, I think, was a catalytic event, and hopefully will bring more people out to remind everybody, those who are working and who aren't, that we all stand on the shoulders of people who have been out here on these lines, securing these protections for us to make the livelihoods that we are making as best as we are.
You are someone who has worked certainly on networks, you've worked on cable, you've worked in streaming. Can you explain how the industry has changed for you as a performer and in the years that have, and technology has evolved?
Well, it's changed in every way. I mean, that's part of the problem, is that the entire model under which we make our product has changed. Everything's different except for the contracts with which we work under. Those get changed incrementally by the smallest percentages every 3 years. But in the last 3 years, the entire industry model has changed. So not only are we just asking for a fair contract based on a contract that started back in like 1960, we're asking for something that reflects a little bit more the current climate and the playing field and the way the economics are being done now. So it's kind of a big deal.
Before I let you go, what is the issue that is concerning you the most out of what's at stake right now?
It's not AI. I think AI is a little bit of a lost leader, because there's already very good language in our contracts that protects likeness and usage of image and manipulation of image. So this is really just building on that to a much, much greater degree. I think what worries me most about the tenor of these relationships is that it no longer feels like an industry labor agreement. It feels like a culture war. It feels like this is corporate America trying to prove a point about how it can enter into any segment of society and become a disruptive change agent, eradicating everything that existed before and leaving in its wake something that sort of resembles a gig economy, where everybody's out hustling for themselves without any kind of protections, without any kind of collective bargaining strength, without any healthcare, pension, long-term planning strategy. You can't raise a family, you can't live on anything like that. We're not job workers, we're artists, we're craftsmen. And we had an industry that predates all these others, and it would be nice if they took a lesson from us as opposed to their own, which only seemed to last within 3 or 4 years of the bubble burst.